My advice for you today is simple. Quit your job. Just quit. Quit your job. I dare you. What I mean when I tell you to quit your job is for some of you to literally quit your job. Over the past, let me explain everything. Over the past year, starting back in July of 2013, I have had six or seven, I think it's 6 different jobs. I'll back up even a little bit farther than that. After graduating college, I ended up getting a good job as an assistant director of group fitness at the college where I graduated from. Great. It was an interim position. It wasn't bad at all. I really enjoyed it, working with college students, working with community members. It was fun, but I knew I didn't want to stay in the area, so I didn't take the regular full-time or the regular position after they decided to find someone that wasn't an interim. So I knew I didn't want to do that, so I stepped down, went back to just doing part-time work. After my lease was up, I decided that I didn't want to be in the area anymore, so I just decided to quit my job, not renew my lease, and I started searching for jobs all over the United States. From there, I didn't find a job. I didn't find a job until a buddy of mine who lives about an hour and a half away was working landscaping, got me a job working with him. I lived with him. They probably weren't too thrilled about me living with them, but I lived with them and I got a job doing landscaping. And after 2 weeks of that, I quit my job. I wasn't enjoying it, wasn't fulfilling. So I quit my job, no job lined up. About a week later, I was hired as a general manager of a gym in the local area, or the area that I was at, and that job didn't really work out either. And between those two jobs, it was almost the day after I quit my job. I was just kind of brainstorming life, and I came up with the idea of your best life. And I want to help people live their best life, and the best, or the only way you can live your best life is to own your results, which if you take the first letters of all 4 of those, you own your results, you can kind of spell out your, which in turn I came up with my future business idea. I didn't know when this business was going to happen, but I came up with my future business name. So I was a general manager for 2.5 weeks, quit that job because that was worse than landscaping, because it just was. You'll take my word for it. We can sit down and chat about it anytime you want. But I got another job, training people. I enjoy training people. It's what I like to do. I was doing that job for 4 months, and I was asked to quit or I would be fired. Reasons because apparently I was doing too much for the participants. Again, love to talk about that with anybody. But so had to find another job. Ended up becoming an overnight janitor at a college. Not glorious. Working third shift blows, at least for me. If you enjoy it, great. I don't. But I got that job, did that for two months. Then I got a job working in the mornings at a Dick's Sporting Goods, in the evenings at another rec center. And it was at that point where I was working, 50 some hours a week, getting crap pay. And it took me way too long to realize that I needed to stop working at those jobs and start doing my own thing. Well, in the process of while I was there, got my own thing kind of started, and then this past July, I started my own fitness classes, started my own business, and quit the morning job, kept doing the evening jobs up until this past 2 weeks ago. I quit the other job, the night job, so I could do night classes. So, with my advice for quitting your jobs or quitting a job, if you love your job, don't quit your job. Do what you love. I want you to do what you love, but if you don't love what you're doing, then you are literally, you're killing yourself. You're killing your soul. I've been there. I've killed myself, killed my soul more times than I want to even think about. So if you don't like what you're doing, find something better. And if what you want to do is start your own business or work in another state and doing something, work towards that. You don't, if you're not there yet, work towards it, but don't ever give up on that goal. Always have that goal and that plan right there in front of you. Be working towards it, and set a timeline of when you're going to quit your next job or quit the job you have, so you can do something that gets you closer to your goal. Don't ever settle, or don't ever think, oh, I don't have the money, I can't do that. Go broke trying to do what you love to do. There's actually, it's kind of exciting to kind of go broke, put your faith in God that he's gonna provide for you, because He will. You might not be living in a mansion, but He will provide for you in one way or another. And I have proof of that, because over the past months, haven't been able to pay all my bills, but miraculously, just out of the blue, I would be able, or I was given food that basically people didn't want, so I was provided for. By the grace and mercy of God, I was provided for. So don't worry about money. Worry about what you love to do, and focus on, or be aware of what you love to do, and focus on it, and work towards doing that. And if that means quitting your job, then quit your job. Whether it's today, a week, or in a month, quit your job and do what you love to do, and stop living the life that is killing your soul. Go out there and own it.